So wait, you're not reading Chainsaw Man? I gotta explain to you why it's good? Okay, let's get into it. Chainsaw Man is about a guy named Denji. He is just like a really poor dude when we first meet him, with this weird pet that ends up being a demon called Pochita. And Pochita has a chainsaw sticking out of his head. Already funny, right? So yeah, him and Pochita just kind of are chilling, being broke and homeless, and then one day they get attacked by some demons. Them demons beat the mess out of Denji near death, and Pochita decides that he's going to fuse with him to keep him alive. Hence, Chainsaw Man is born. From there, the story goes completely in so many different directions, and you know, I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just say it's really funny. Also, the writer of this has written a couple of other different manga before. One notably is Fire Punch. If you have read it, it is a very weird premise, but he takes a lot of that weird and quirkiness and I think tones it down a bit when it comes to Chainsaw Man. So that's the overview of what Chainsaw Man is. Now let's get into why it's great. So reason number one is the story. The story in Chainsaw Man is solid. It is not like a super dark story, but it's also not a super happy story. It's kind of down the middle, but it definitely dips and weaves into both of those areas. So we have some moments where people you don't expect to die will definitely get got, but also there's just some hilarious moments about Denji's character and kind of the things he's passionate and interested about. This story is just it's just refreshing, especially like in this genre where we kind of are more focused on main characters who have like this single focus goal to be like the greatest of all time and this and that. Chainsaw Man takes a totally different take on that with the main character. For what we know right now, his main goal is that he just wants to feel on some tits. So that is definitely something notable. If you're looking for something new in your story, you're kind of a little bit bored with the typical shonen formula of like main character, some ultimate villain to fight at the end, Chainsaw Man kind of does it a bit differently. So if you're into that, this is one reason you should definitely check it out. Reason two is the action. First of all, I think that the whole Chainsaw Man concept is hilarious. There's so much blood and gore that comes from these fights, just because he's a literal chainsaw and he's just cutting up demons. There's other characters that get introduced with different powers as well, and trust me, their powers find a way to be bloody and gory as well. The fights are just really cool because the takes on powers are just I wouldn't say something I've never seen before, but definitely something different. For example, obviously Denji's power is chainsaw is coming out of his body, but it's fueled by his blood. So the longer he stays in that form, the more blood he's using, hence he can't stay in it for a long period of time. There's other people who aren't what Denji is, which is like a half demon, half human. There's like humans who have made contracts with demons so that they can call upon their power in exchange for something else. And these characters are actually very interesting because there's like a level of depth to their character that gets added because they are sacrificing a piece of themselves. Sometimes they're giving up body parts or limbs to be able to just activate a power to at least help them in this situation. And also for the longer term view of the story, this is actually setting them up for a death at the end, right? Because they're giving up all of this power. They're giving up parts of themselves in order to use this power, in most cases for revenge. So it's great to see more about these different characters and stuff that they're doing. This segues perfectly into reason number 3, which is the characters and character development. Chainsaw Man has a plethora of characters. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to remember all of them and all their names, but you get introduced to so many, and they're all very unique, and it fits very well into the author's style, because in Fire Punch that was about the same thing. All of these characters were like just a tad bit psycho. You felt like they were normal, and then you would get just an insight into their psychoness. So for the way the world takes demons is actually like they're crazy or evil or stuff like that, but what you find out in the story is actually it seems like the humans are ones that are a little bit more psychotic and ready to kill than the demons are. So all of this, what makes that great is all of this character development is still set between that funny like undertone as well as that dark side of the undertone, but it never seems to it seems to be able to still hold on to those two pieces, which I think is really great. So character development and the characters are really great. Besides Denji, we have like his love interest, which is really funny. I don't want to spoil too much things, which is why I'm not talking too much about her, but for those who are reading and watching this, you already know it's hilarious. So definitely this character development, story, all of that is helping with making this a must watch. On to the last reason, and I've said it in each part of this: comedy, man. This thing is hilarious. Like the jokes between Denji's main storyline, the other characters and their plot lines, like it finds a way to inject the funny into something that is so dark and so sad at times with the chaos that's going on with the demons in this world. So the comedy in this thing is hilarious. I actually laugh out loud, and having been an avid manga reader and anime watcher for a while, it's a little bit hard to make me do that for some shows, but for something being so shonen or seinen, for it to still have those laugh punches in there, it's really solid. So that's the last reason. So yeah, that was my 4 reasons on why you should read Chainsaw Man. If you haven't read it yet, go find it and read it. Duh. You can just Google Chainsaw Man and find it somewhere. I would tell you where it comes out on, but I feel like all you guys reading this are probably smart enough to figure it out. So I won't tell you that. As always, thanks for watching this video. Please hit that subscribe button, like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, I guess you could dislike it too. That's fine. I don't really care. But yeah, peace. I'll see you in the next video.